My name is Lily. I go to Grace Christian Academy. I'm 14 years old. I'm in 9th grade, and I was diagnosed last year, September 30th, with ALL T-cell leukemia.
Lily is sweet and tender-hearted and has a great group of friends, and she's our little fashionista. Anytime we're trying to put an outfit together or getting ready to leave, we always have Lily give us the once-over, and she'll give us a scarf or a necklace or tell us we need pearls instead of dangly earrings, or run and get us a bracelet. That's kind of her little niche. And but she's a good girl.
When I first found out I had leukemia, I was kind of like confused, and I was kind of in the mind state of, why did this happen to me? Why did God choose to, place this on me? It was kind of like a punch in the stomach. So I was so scared.
We just have an excellent support system. I tell my girls, we may not be a conventional family, but we have, grandparents and aunts and uncles and, cousins and just great friends. And so everybody kind of rallied around us. It was just amazing to see just so many people from so many places that just committed to pray for us daily, and just to see how the Lord worked in just little ways, from somebody bringing me a hot cup of coffee in the morning, just not coming in, just a cup of coffee, to, big things. It was amazing.
The first thing that I asked was, am I going to lose my hair? I was so upset because I had long curly hair, and that was what everyone had always complimented me on.
And a dear friend of ours knew a lady that cut hair, and she talked to her, and she came to our house. So I went first because I thought it would make it easier for Lily if they shaved my head first, so she could see it and know what was happening. After seeing me, I think that helped her a little bit. So she sat down, and she really did all right. And then my mom shaved her head. So she made our picture and posted it on Instagram, and she really did. She struggled some, and that of all the sick, and she was sick, but the hair was the hardest part.
I've learned that I'm a lot stronger than I thought I was. I thought that I was kind of like this 13-year-old girl that just, went through the motions, and kind of didn't really think that if push came to shove, I could be strong enough to go through something like this.
She went into maintenance in probably late April, early May. She was able to go back to school in the fall. School worked with us, and so she had to do a lot of school this summer, but she was in 8th grade when she was diagnosed. But they worked with her so she could start in high school, and that was really important that Lily stay with her class. So one day I had taken her to school to work on her English. She was trying to get finished up, and it was close to when school started. And she'd run into some of the the faculty was there, and she'd run into some of the teachers, and we were talking about that and how good it was and how excited she was to go back to school. And we were just driving down the road, chatting, and then there was a moment of silence, and then Lily said, "Mom," and I could tell that she was crying, and I looked over at her, and she had tears running down her face, and she looked at me and she said, "Mom, I'm back. I'm really back." And so she, we've decided that if you can just be normal, you're really doing good.
Being back into the normal groove of being a teenager and being back in school and stuff, it definitely felt like a big huge weight is lifted off your shoulders. You just feel extremely happy because you get to see your friends, and you get to see just a regular day.
Lily's class nominated her to be their candidate for homecoming queen. So when Lily came home, she was all excited, and we cried. And so one of the first things she said is, "Can we go to Nana and Papa's?" And I said, "Well, sure." She said, "I've got to ask my Papa if he'll escort me."
I have an awesome family. It's made us closer. We spend more time with each other. We talk to each other more, and we're more buddies now than we used to be.
I see Lily totally different than I used to. I see her strength and her character and her joy of life. And she just was so graceful. She wasn't a complainer. She's a tender-hearted, sweet, good girl. And sometimes you see how sweet she is and you don't realize how really strong she is. But she is a fighter.